Hello and welcome. In this kit we're going to build an FM radio, and here's the kit. Let's open the bag and have a look at what we get. Okay, we've got a board, a few components, capacitors, signal diodes, crystal, headphone socket, LED, and my gut feeling is that's an inductor just because it's a radio. Capacitors are both the same value, which is nice. Not entirely sure what that's for. Yeah, let's have a little look at the board. So it tells us capacitor 5 and capacitor 3 are 104. 33 is the odd one, so that's 33, that's the other two. So I think what we'll do is we'll start by putting some resistors in here. I don't know what the ASW does. I'm not entirely sure. There's just no information on this thing. I suppose the smallest component, the one to start with, the first, is going to be this thing. So I'm going to get you zoomed in and get you set up for that. Well, my guess is that product, that this device here, is the actual FM radio itself in IC form. So let's see if we can get this to actually lay down on its pads. What I'm going to do is pad number 1 here, I'm going to put some solder on it. I'm then going to get the chip, line it up, pop a bit of heat on, and just sort of push it into place. And around the opposite side here and do this end first. That's got that. Look, how does that look? Yeah, everything's lined up, so I can go ahead and just run down and just watch my soldering on, actually not solder the things. I'm going to get some more solder. How does that look? Yeah, that's got the one side. Right, let's just have a look, see how that looks. That's soldered everything. That's soldered everything. A little bit difficult, but it's gone in. Okay, I think we're going to put the capacitors in, no, the resistors in next. So let's have a look on the back because it tells us about them. So R1, 2, 3 and 4 are all 10k. So where are they hiding? 1, 2, there, 1 there, 1 there. And there is an inductor, as we thought, which is going to be that green device there. So Just bending them roughly, and then just making sure they go in nice and tidy. And we'll just pop some solder on the back of those two before going any further. Okay, 2 more resistors are there. This is just there. Yeah, just make a mess of that. Hang on a second. Those legs have not bent nicely. That one was being a bit naughty, wasn't it? Okay. Trim off. I do like to trim as I go. Next thing I'm going to pop in, I think, sensibly should be the signal diodes and the inductor. So there's the inductor in there. Looks like a resistor. It's marked up like a resistor, but it's not. As you can see, it's got markings on that you see on a resistor, but it's not. It's an inductor, according to the digigram. You gotta be careful with these diodes when you bend them because they break off easily. Now you can see there's a line on the board of the diodes. You just lined up the line. One facing each way. Obviously you've got to get them the right way round. Pop them into place. Snip, snip. Okay. Capacitors. I think we do capacitors next. And it tells us on the back here that capacitor 4 is 33 and capacitor 5 and 6 is 104. Oh, it says the 103 on there and it says 33 on there. So capacitor 4 is a number 33. So that's going to go here. Got to be careful with these because they break really easily. Okay. There we go. Snip, snip. Okay. Let's put the transistor in here. I've just fitted it so it's the same way round as the shape on the board. So these things come with absolutely no instructions. Okay, hey, let's give you a little bit more of a chance of seeing things. I reckon that's going to be the crystal. Got an LED over here. Long leg is the plus. Group of 4 pins there. I'm not entirely sure what that's for. We'll have to do a little bit of checking maybe if it doesn't work. Because there's no instructions with this or anything at all. It's not very helpful. We've got a headphone jack to go there. Okay, let's flip that over, solder that in place. And that is a young lad in a 1 litre Volkswagen Golf or Polo or something. It's a small Volkswagen with a tiny little engine that makes a lot of noise and doesn't go very quickly. But there we go. Capacitors. Long leads are positive. I think these are doing audio decoupling. Okay. Then pop that down, bang them in. There we go, snip snip. Crystal. Get in and out quickly with that with the soldering, because you don't want to get these too hot. And we've got pins on here for the power. Just makes it easier for me to connect something to it. So we've got a jumper here for ASW. I don't know what it does. Let's just stick it over there like that for a moment. And we'll put the buttons in seek, volume and power switch. They'll only go in one way. That one's got a bent leg. Okay, that's one clipped in. I'm going to apologise that a bit of this is out of focus. It's a new camera to me and I'm getting used to it. And I keep forgetting that it only does what I tell it to do. Okay, last one. So let's pop them over and we'll solder them in place. I'm just going to go along. Do the corners first to make sure they don't fall back out. Well, according to form, that's built. So far, so bad. It don't work. Well, that's what you get for buying Chinese junk. And what I'm going to say is that chip there has just got quite warm. Yeah, that's another one that doesn't work. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me attempt to make this work and build this without any instructions. Obviously, it didn't work. Potentially, there's some bad components. I've had this a couple of times before with these cheap Chinese kits that you get them and they just don't work because the bits in them are faulty. Well, thank you for watching, and if you don't mind subscribing, press the bell icon and all the other bits and pieces. I'd appreciate that. Thank you.